In the 1940s and 50s, there were jokes about how your child looks like the milkman, or the milkman was making frequent stops at certain houses while the husband is away at work. Wives cheating is not a new topic. The internet is the new virtual milkman. Let me ask you this question. How many men have access to your wife? How many? Think about it. Just write it down. How many men have access to your wife? Or your fiance? Or your girlfriend? Or your LTR? Or your partner? Or whatever? Or your fling? Or your plate? We're just going down the evolutionary chart here. How many men have access to your wife? There are people who can lock up their wife, keep them isolated, keep them away from people socially, cover them so only their eyes are showing, make them wear clothing up to their neck and down to their ankles. Okay, I get it. There's modesty there. Sometimes that modesty is related to religious practice. But wouldn't you want a woman who has modesty of the heart as well as just being covered up? I said a controversial statement the other day, and it got blown out of proportion by a liberal news source, where I said women's breasts look great in the bedroom in front of her husband. And boy, how controversial can you get, right? In 2020, imagine that. But think about it. There are religions that make their women dress with clothing up to here and down to their ankles, and their hair up in a bun and a bonnet and a head covering. Cool, whatever works for you. But I will tell you, in my experience in the world, some of the biggest freaks are those type of women. What if the restraints and the modesty was in the heart rather than the outside, and moderation was outside rather than the look of restraint? I literally have shopped in Amish stores where I've gotten the eye from Amish women who are wearing bonnets. Literally. Caught them looking, and I turn and look at them and smile. They smile back. And then Hezekiah Stoltzfus caught me looking at his wife, and then he gave me a stare. The true restraint is in the heart. Wouldn't it be great if women kept the mystery rather than revealing everything? And wouldn't it be great if men promoted that rather than rewarding flesh and cleavage and bubble butts everywhere? You will reap what you sow. You will. I did. I do. Whatever seeds you plant in the ground, that is what grows. If you sow lust, guess what you get? It will turn around and bite you. So, is marrying the sexiest woman, dating the sexiest woman, always the best thing? Maybe not in 2020. Why is that? Why is all of a sudden a woman wearing a house dress showing how to clean her kitchen and bake and cook all of a sudden attractive? You know why? Because it's the opposite of what's happening everywhere in social media. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.